Who else has heard what the pineal gland really is? It's crystals sitting in a bowl of DMT, which is the hallucinogen that creates reality.
It's our antenna.
It's our antenna, so is our hair. And the reason why I think it's important to teach it is to help others to find that it's not the end just awakening and finding out about all this horrible stuff. Instead, we can focus on positive things and bring a positive change of love into the world by awakening our third eyes. Hey, who has heard of Vril? Who's heard of Shakti? Who's heard of Prana? Okay, did you know they're all kind of the same thing? Okay, there's just different names from different countries, right? It's your life force energy, okay? And you can increase it massively. So, you know, like sometimes you meet people and they walk into a room and they just light up the room. That's their Shakti. You can see it in their eyes. It's through the roof from various practices, which we'll talk about. And again, I'm not trying to change your spiritual beliefs. This is just what the tablets say. The oldest history we have. And do you know if our civilization ceased to exist today in 50 years, even the cement we make crumbles? The oldest building in Gold Coast is 50 years old. It's crumbling at the moment. These tablets were made to last 6,000 years. So they knew something, didn't they? There's some of them carved out of diamond granite like it was butter. How did they do that? Any ideas? No ideas? The research I'm doing lately has got to do with sound resonance, so they were using tuning. Okay? If you can tune into the frequency of any vibration, you can even cut through diamond granite like butter. But it's long story short, basically, if you wonder why we're created, the oldest known texts say we were created to work for the Anunnaki. So this is like a planet that was mining monatomic gold, which is gold in a state that it doesn't know it's gold anymore, called Ormus. Who's heard of Ormus? We have the recipe for Ormus, the Philosopher's Stone, the Holy Grail. That was the search for Ormus. And you're able to extract gold from especially things like Dead Sea salt. You only need really 2 ingredients plus water to make it. And people are now, if you check out on YouTube, people are taking Ormus. Ormus is gold in a state where it doesn't know what it is. It's like, I don't know what I am. So it bleeds into other dimensions. And when it attaches to your DNA, if it's consumed, turns you superhuman, basically. So that's all the research that's going on it at the moment, is it adds a strand to your DNA that says, let's fix that. To make us who we were supposed to be, fixing ourselves. Eternal youth, you know, all these things, the Philosopher's Stone, manna cake, things like that. The Egyptians, remember that they always had pictographs of them holding cakes which were like cylinder pointy top hats. That was Ormus, okay? It was kept for the deities and the sacred, the holy ones. Cadian seal, there's Enki depicted. His DNA sequencing 6,000 years ago. Isn't that pretty obvious what they're doing there? Tree of Life, sequencing DNA, Anunnaki showing us how to do it. This is what they channeled in the Sumerian language when they were in Germany for Adolf Hitler. Remember in 1950s, 1940s, there was suddenly this spurge all across America. We see flying saucers, we see flying saucers. It wasn't out there, it wasn't down there. It was the Germans. Had that technology. The people who showed them that technology have way beyond the technology that you're seeing of that footage of, you know, these flying metal objects, right? There's diagrams from the 1950s that have been released, how to build these things. There's photos of them. Like this, there's many photos of them in airplane hangars, everything. Technical diagrams. Now, there's an important part to make this work. Not only is almost ingestible, monatomic gold, but also it is like 0-point energy. It can levitate, it can go in any direction. So they had a center console which they created that they could put Ormus in. See, do you see If it was plausible that the Anunnaki created us to mine something, do you see how valuable this thing is? Not only does it keep them young, it also flies their ships. Anyway, I came back to Gold Coast and finished my sun gazing. Who sun gazes? Anyone? Who's completed 44 minutes?
Yes.
Sorry, who has?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Awesome, brother. Someone close to me has. That's awesome. 44 minutes is complete. You never have to do it again. You've filled your Shakti, sun gazing, you're taking in the sun's, all the power of the sun's rays. Now, if you want to do it, consult with someone who's done it first. I've got documents about it because there's safe times. So don't just go and stare at the sun middle of the day because you will burn your eyes. But you do it at the right times, your eyesight will improve. And many other things will happen too. There's other ways. One of my most simple ways is whenever I go for a swim, I thank the lake or the river or the waterfall. I drink it too. I love drinking from lakes and waterfalls. And then afterwards I've got my belly full and I get out, I say thank you for the Shakti. And I feel it come through my legs, and it's like as soon as I say that with feeling, the Shakti increases in my body.